musicians.
Yeah.
Yes. Start as studio musicians. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then they dream of getting discovered, going on tour, etc. You sort of did it the other way around. From my understanding, you were barely out of your teens when you were on a world tour with Pain of Salvation.
Yeah, well, world tours may be a little bit, as a European tour was that.
European tour, okay.
I was actually in the second album that we actually got the chance to go on tour and actually play outside of Sweden, outside of our own hometown actually. But yeah, well, I kind of fell into that band, lucky for me.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I mean, as a kid, I always dreamt of being a big rock star. I mean, who doesn't? I mean, I had the dreams of fighting and landing the moon and all that kind of stuff as well. So, I started off playing piano, and then when I was 14, I started playing bass guitar. I was like, I always had a dream to become a big rock star.
So in the beginning, then actually it was more...
It was darkness.
It was darkness. And then there was light. The musical beginnings in your family then were your parents. They both were really involved in the whole music. And then your brother just really kind of rolled with that and decided to start his own band.
He started really early. He started what now is Pain of Salvation. He started when he was 11 years old.
The actual band Pain of Salvation started when he was 11?
Well, no, it's actually pretty complicated, but that's where it turned out. He started like you should be, in the garage.
Garage band.
Yeah, started in the garage with his two best friends.
Yeah.
And that's how it started, and then, he changed, so he's not playing drums, so then he asked another friend to play drums, and then when he was like 13, 14, 15, they had a pretty okay band called Reality back in the days. And they even competed like music competitions, stuff like that.
Okay.
And so the band kind of transformed all the time. It's not like we're going to stop this band, we're going to start a new band. It's always kind of the same band, but it's changing members, and I think it was like in 1990, 191, something like that. He changed the band name over to Pain of Salvation.
So it's had a pretty good run.
He's had a pretty long run.
20 some years, that's not bad.
For him, it's even longer.
Yeah.
He's 30 years. 30 years.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's definitely a run.
So he's always been there. I mean, the first band photos ever made from that band, I did. I got my first camera, and they were, in the backyard. I was taking pictures of them. I still have them somewhere.
That's fun.
So that was the first band photos of the band. It went all the way from there, and it was always like, wow, cool. But let's just say he's 5 years older than I am.
Yeah,
It's
so you had
like,
to look
wow,
up to him.
I looked up to him and everyone there, and I was like, whoa, I want to be,
big rock star.
Be a rock star. I want to be like that, And all of a sudden I was like, hey, do you want to join the band? What? Oh, okay. From I was at that time 15, 16, something like that. So really started, taking real music lessons. And the other guys 3 to 4 years older than I am, which in that age is pretty much, if you're a teenager, you're 15, 16, and your brother is already 20, you're 21, you get to join their band.
That's a big deal.
That's a really big deal. So I was really happy to.
And was it difficult being so young? I mean, because being a teenager and being away from Sweden and away from home?
2.5-week tour and through Europe. So it was, take 2-3 weeks off and see what happens. And we were supporting the first tour we did was support act to Threshold with another Italian band, Elfridge, in between. So 3 bands of us on tour. So it was a great experience. We had lots of fun and really just kind of like the record company just say, you know what, try it out. Release an album, you're going to do support act and see what you like. And that's how it happened.
The first tour of Europe, that 2.5-week tour when you were 15, And you came back and you went to school and you know, probably the most popular kid in your class.
But that doesn't really work in Sweden.
No.
Sweden has a completely different mentality.
There's not the
It's
stars.
like, oh yeah, you went on a tour, now you think you're something? Yeah, that's kind of...
It's more...
Don't think you're anyone until you're anything.
Okay.
That kind of,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
So
Well, that's better actually. Keeps
you grounded.
Keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like the Dutch.
Yeah.
Dutch people are pretty. Not they don't have that way of thinking, but Holland is so small, so it's more like I'm so planning on buying. You know, now I'm gonna go down and buy myself some milk. You know. And bread. Yeah, I need some bread too.
Yeah. There's the
Sweden
stardom concept is a little different than it is in America or Great Britain.
In America, you can still kind of put a distance between you and the normal people.
Yeah. And it's a little difficult, I think, especially in Holland, because, well, the entire country of the Netherlands will fit 17 times in my one state of Arizona.
Mm-hmm. 11 times in Sweden.
For instance, yeah.
It's small here.
Yeah, it's very small here, so you can't let your head get bigger than the country.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work.
I like that.
No.
I like that people are stars, but they can still be, grounded.
Yeah, I think that if you're not, then you lose touch with the reasons of why you did it to begin with, and what music really does mean to you.
And then you build up Neverland amusement park.
Thank you. It's not about the music anymore. It's just not about the music.